Hello, everyone. This is Rick with the Cyber Pro podcast, where industry leaders share their insights. It's 5 questions-ish in less than 9 minutes because hackers never sleep. Let's get right to it. Who are you and what do you do?
Hey Rick, nice to meet you. I'm Branko. I specialize in cybersecurity management, research, and education. Born and raised in Montenegro on the Mediterranean coast, so I'm a big fan of NEC-related activity or sports and long days in the sun, obviously. And I mentioned this because um, as this culture is known for its laid-back lifestyle and like without a care in the world. It helped me a lot, in a cybersecurity career. Works great when you are under a cyber attack, keeps you chill, your head clear when everybody else is hopefully not, but losing their minds.
I think everybody would like to be where you're at sometimes. It's a beautiful country out there, and I appreciate you being on the podcast. You are the first person from that part of the world. So, Dobar dan, kako ste?
Dobro sam, hvala.
See, I have a little bit from my time over there.
No, that's great.
That.
That's great. That's great to hear sometimes. Yeah.
Well, good. Question number 2. What's the best thing about being a cyber professional?
Well, the best thing for me, I would say is, you get to talk to everyone in the organization. At least if you want to do a good job as a CISO, you better talk to everyone you can, obviously. But this is how you identify the risks that no, standard risk assessment can do. But that is not why I love it. It's the experience of meeting people from all around, listening to their stories, what they care about, and how the day went. And it keeps just enhancing your perspective on the world and lets you reflect on your own life extremely often. And it's very fulfilling. And I guess you can relate as well with this podcast. You're in pretty similar boat, I would say.
Yeah, and I have to say, I really love meeting people just like you do. What I've also noticed is that it doesn't matter if you're a network security engineer or if you're a sysadmin or if you're a cybersecurity analyst, you all have stories that everyone can get behind. And so it's really, really exciting to know that that community isn't just a small pot of people. It's a growing, but also a much larger pot when you think about it. So
absolutely agree with that.
Question number 3, I hear from other leaders that cybersecurity is a top concern, but what does that mean to you?
It's long overdue that we start hearing that they're actually considering it a top concern, since we've had quite of issues with that awareness strategies, and just getting people to care about cybersecurity, and I'm glad where we are today. Awareness is the highest priority, and there is basically 2 things I look for when trying to raise awareness on the importance of cybersecurity. Is first of all to reach as many people as I can and to broaden the audience, and second is to send a message. Why is it important? So it's good that they're talking about it, but I get a sense that it's still the one we're not communicating very well, or it gets lost in translation. The why. Because what I keep seeing is leaders crossing off like cybersecurity as a compliance chat box, and not something that should be part of the culture of the company. And cybersecurity is important, first of all, because lack of it leads to actual human lives being impacted greatly, like identity theft, financial loss, social status impairment, or the worst case scenario, loss of life. And naturally, just to think of the consequences of a hacked car in motion, or any transport vehicle, or surgical equipment, or a power plant. So the why gets very clear. So this is, I guess, something that's left in that awareness and that communication part. But we are on a good track, I would say.
So I'm going to add an extra question here. Why do you think it needs to be a part of business culture?
Right. Well, it's if you get the more people you involve in the organization about cybersecurity topic, this is where, first of all, you reach your cybersecurity goals a lot faster. You identify risks a lot faster, and it's cybersecurity is not a one-man job. It's not like I have a security guy in a company. It's an all-hands effort. Everybody needs to be involved. So starting from just identifying a phishing email, right? So let's start from the basics to practicing a good secured coding practice in or a secure software development lifecycle in your product team. Everybody has a little bit to offer to the entire cybersecurity structure. That is why your entire culture should have security as part of it.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it. Question number 4. What piece of insight do you want to share with other cyber experts?
Well, actually, this is probably the one we don't talk about enough, and it's that cybersecurity professionals should do what they think is right and rarely compromise on it. And what I think when I say that is I'm referring to the ethical aspect of cybersecurity practice, right? So, like one example, you have a confirmed data breach and your management says to keep it quiet. What do? It's a very, it's an ethical issue, and you are there to protect, right? So, but who are you protecting? You're protecting the users, you're protecting management, or, as I guess as a cybersecurity professional, you have a bigger role, than just what's in your job description, and this should be practiced. And I guess another thing is exactly what we discussed before, is to spend most of your energy educating people, because when you raise awareness, you will get more support to build more ambassadors in your company, making your life easier as a cybersecurity professional and achieving the cybersecurity goals, much faster.
That's amazing. I love that you talked about ethics. I think people forget that security professionals are being asked to do so many more things than they used to be, and they forget that they're a human.
Yeah. Human aspect of cybersecurity.
So question number 5, this is the fun question. What's your favorite piece of retro technology that just makes you smile?
Well, I would say Tesla coil in a plasma ball, or a plasma ball. Wait, actually, I have one. I mean, it's retro because it's like from 80s, 90s, right? It's super easy, super simple, right? I mean, it was invented by Nikola Tesla back in the 80s, 90s, and it was just used for many experiments of his own. But in the end, we get such a fun, fun toy, literally, that you can just light up, and the way it works is just like a kid. It just makes you smile. And any kid that comes into this home office, this is the first thing they kind of, put their hand on and say, "What is this? Can you show me?" So it's it just, I mean, my background in electrical engineering, just adds on that, and just always fun to look at Tesla's experiments. That guy was something.
Well, and that's amazing, and I love that you brought him into the mix with your favorite piece of retro technology, because he is from that area. He's from Yugoslavia.
Yeah, he was born. Exactly. Born in actually, he's a Serbian inventor. So, and I'm currently in Belgrade, Serbia. So, and that's, I would say, fairly close to where he was born. I mean, comparing to you, I would say.
very
I'm
much
in the neighborhood. So, but no, he's definitely one of the greatest inventors, and we like bringing him in a lot of topics, and just appreciating a lot that he's left behind. That's for sure.
Wonderful. Well, you did it. Thank you so much. It was epic having you on. Everyone, make sure you check out the other insights and episodes from the Cyber Pro podcast. Branko, thank you again.
Thank you, Rick, for inviting me, and hope we talk soon.